Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday night, and we are ready for dinner. I hope you're ready for dinner. This is Kim and Brian Dudash with Dudash Farms. In the background. Yeah, and so we're here. We're ready to fix some dinner tonight. And I don't know about you, but when it is cold like it is right now and wet and dreary, we are ready for some soup. So tonight we are going to be making soup at Dudash Farms, and we have actually done this recipe before, but we did it in October of 2020, so it's been a while. And we started our newsletter in February of 2021. So this recipe never made it into our newsletter. So we will make sure that that we include this recipe in our newsletter. So tonight we are making Italian wedding soup. And if you're from East Tennessee, you're probably going, Kim, I've never had Italian wedding soup, because that's not really something that we have a lot in East Tennessee. But you all are ready. You all are in for a treat, because this is really, really super good, and we absolutely love it here. So we've got some people who are already watching. Kevin Klein, our neighbor, is watching. Kevin, you may as well come on over and get you some soup when this is done. It's really good. Betty Longworth, hey Betty, it's good to see you're watching. Mary Jane Russell McGee is watching. Hey Mary Jane. We're going to have you out to the farm this spring when it warms up a little bit, so we can enjoy the day and show you around. And we have Phil Markham and Carolyn. Hey, Carolyn says, hi, Kim and Brian. Hi, Carolyn. I was thinking about you today, and I saw your sweet little 10-year challenge, and just made my heart sing. I miss Doug, and I know you do too, but I just love that little picture. Angela, my beautiful friend Angela, is watching. Hello to you and Mike. If you're just joining us, we are making Italian wedding soup this evening at Dudash Farms, because it is cold and it is dreary and rainy, and that's the perfect weather for soup. We are going to be making this dish with our ground pork, ground beef mixture. So it's wonderful. If you've never had Italian wedding soup, you need to give it a try. So we've done a few things, some pre-work for our meatballs, because Italian wedding soup does have meatballs. Like I said, we made those out of our ground beef, ground pork mixture. So let me tell you what goes into those meatballs. We had, like I said, 1.5 pounds of the ground beef, ground pork. We have 1/4 cup of milk. And we used Stewksbury milk, by the way, which if you all are in our Jefferson County area and surrounding area, y'all, we have a great dairy in this area, fresh, wonderful milk, Stewksbury Dairy. If you are not following them on Facebook, you need to follow them on Facebook. And I will add that they now have buttermilk, and I made Brian some buttermilk pancakes this morning that he absolutely loved, so we're thankful for Stewksbury. And they also have chocolate milk that tastes like liquid ice cream, so good stuff. So 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. It's also got oregano in there, it's got basil in there, it's got parsley in there. What else is in there, Brian? Salt and pepper. What else?
Garlic.
And of course, how could I forget garlic? So that's what goes into our meatballs. So we made our meatballs prior to going live, and Brian formed those into about an inch size.
3/4 inch.
Yeah, 1/4 inch. So let me take you over there and at least show you our meatballs, okay? So let's check this out. So here we go.
So this is about 1.25 pounds
Yeah.
of our meat mixture. And you mentioned we were using the beef and pork combo.
Yep.
You could just use ground beef if you wanted to, or just ground pork.
That's right. So if you're not a ground pork fan, you can just do this with ground beef. If you're not a ground beef fan, you can do this with ground pork. And what we're doing is we're putting this into boiling water that has been salted.
Yep.
And we're going to let those cook for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe a little less.
Yeah, or so. So Jerry King says, where are you opening a cafe? When are you opening a cafe at the farm? Boy, wouldn't that be nice, Jerry? You know, You never know. You never know. We dream big. And if you got our newest newsletter, I hope that you read it, because in there we talk about the fact that we are actually going to open a storefront at Dudash Farms. So, yeah, a storefront sometime this summer. Okay, what else are we doing, Brian?
So, you walked away and you forgot the other part of
Well,
this. So in this pot, we have about 8 cups of water, just 1 carrot, 1 celery stalk, about half onion,
yeah,
and a couple cloves of garlic and some chicken bouillon.
yeah, chicken
So-
broth or bouillon.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
have bouillon tonight. So we also, like I mentioned, we did this recipe in October of 2020, and we actually used chicken broth from our friends at Chicken or the Egg, who have been at the farmers market with
Yeah.
us in the past. So,
Yeah. So it's kind of an interesting dish because it's chicken broth based, but you're using beef or pork meat.
yeah, and we'll have greens in there
Yeah.
too,
And pasta.
and pasta. So, y'all, this is a great, great dish.
So it's like a meal in one.
Yeah, 1 meal in one, and it is, and it's delicious. All right,
So we're ready to add the pasta actually.
okay.
So this is orzo, and it kind of looks like rice.
It
boiled
does,
rice.
yeah.
So
So can you guys see that? So that's orzo pasta. We're going to put that in our soup with our carrots.
it's a
and
half a
celery.
bag, so it's about 8 ounces.
Okay.
So this only takes about 7-8 minutes to cook.
Yeah.
So we talked about this, I remember on our last show. So if you're making a lot, or if you think you're having leftovers, you're better off cooking this separately.
The orzo.
The orzo, yeah, because if you leave this set overnight in the pot with everything, it just kind of gets a little mushy.
It does. It soaks up all the moisture. It gets really mushy. So if you're thinking about cooking enough that you're going to have leftovers, you may want to cook your soup, the soup mixture that Brian described before he put in the orzo, along with the meatballs, and then adding in the orzo the next day, cooking it the next day and adding it the next day.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you mentioned we did this back in October of
2020.
Did you mention how many episodes we've
I have
done?
not. Tell them how many. So yeah, Brian and I have revisited or visited our YouTube page to go back and see exactly what we talked about when we did this in October of 2020, and realized that we have done over 60 live episodes of What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all recorded, you all. They're all captured on our YouTube channel. So if you want to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, every time there is a new What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms, it will be added to our YouTube page. So go on over there. It's actually quite hilarious to watch them now, isn't it? So, all right, so that's going to cook for a little while?
Yep.
All right.
Need about 5 more minutes.
Need about 5 more minutes. So, yeah, go on over and visit our YouTube page. Like I said, it was funny. I was watching, I'm going to stick you guys up in this thing here. I was watching it today. And so we have over 60 YouTube videos on there. And I think what we're going to do, I want to get your feedback on what you think about this, but at dudashfarms.com, I think what we're going to do is actually add a page to that and capture all of those episodes and have them all listed and have a link to them so you can just click on it, and if you want to go and watch it, you can. Really kind of funny story. Those of you who know me really well know that my son Eli lives in Tucson, Arizona, and he I mean, this sounds like he's probably not working when he should be, but that's not true. So while he is working, and he works in a facility that, I mean, you know, he watches our YouTube videos, or he at least has them in the background while he is doing his work. Is that not the funniest thing? So for 2 reasons, I think. I think for one reason, he thinks his mom is a complete idiot, and he thinks I'm funny sometimes. And then for the second thing, you know, I think he just wants to be around family. So he will watch our little YouTube videos while he's working, just to have it in the background. So anyway, Those of you who are sentimental will understand why that means something to me. All right, we have a bunch of people watching. You guys, thanks for joining us. We have Kathy Landecker. We have Matthew Anderson. Carolyn says, you are opening a store? Yeah, Carolyn, we're going to actually build a storefront here. Because now, if you have been to the farm and you have purchased product from us, you know, we're basically bringing you into our house and bringing you to our basement, which we don't care, and we absolutely love that. But sometimes, I mean, it might make someone feel uncomfortable. So we're actually going to have a storefront here so you can come and purchase off the farm, and we'll have our own little storefront. So we're excited about that. Debbie Sharp. Hi, Debbie. It's good to see you're watching. We have Rhonda Bailey Smith, and let's see. Who else we got? Debbie Williamson. Hey, I haven't seen you in forever. And Brad, and I'm hoping that Zach and Andrew are watching. So, guys, we love you guys. Brian Dudash, you better say hello to your nephews.
Hello, Andrew and Zach.
Yep. So good to see you guys. All right, I've got a trivia question for tonight. So if you get our trivia question correct, you have your choice. I mean, tonight we're making our Italian wedding soup with the beef pork combo. You can also make it with just ground pork, or you can make it with just ground beef. So if you get the question correct tonight, you get your choice of a pound of one of those products. All right, so here's the trivia question, and if you watched in 2020, you already know the answer to this question, or if you've ever watched a YouTube video, you know the answer to this question. But why is Italian wedding soup called Italian wedding soup? It's not what you think. You know, most of us are probably thinking, oh, that's probably a dish they serve at Italian weddings. That's not it. So if you know the answer, I want you to write it in the comments. Let me know you're watching, and you will win a pound of our Dudash Farms product, one of your choice. Let's see. Zach is watching. Zach is waving. Zach, we love you. Mwah, mwah. Zach is our sweet, precious little nephew. We just love him. He's so fun. Marriage of ingredients, Jerry King. You are right. So tell me what. That's exactly right. It's marriage of ingredients. So there is a word for Italian weddings. I'm just going to call you the winner. Let's just say you're the winner. And I'm going to explain what that marriage of ingredients means. So Jerry, you've won some Dudash Farms product.
He was the fastest on Google.
He was the fastest on Google. I know, that's what I told Brian. I said it's going to be who is quickest with their fingers and looking it up on Google. So it is. So the word for Italian wedding soup in Italian basically describes the marriage of ingredients. So it's the marriage of the greens with the meat. It actually creates a unique flavor. And so that's what they're talking about when they talk about Italian wedding soup. And I'll be honest with you, it does really create a unique flavor. It's delicious. So if you're just joining us, we are making Italian wedding soup with our ground beef, ground pork combo. My kitchen right now smells like an Italian restaurant. It smells delicious. So we're actually boiling our meat mixture, meatballs, in boiling water that has been salted. That takes about 10 minutes. It's ready. I'm just jabbering along over here. And we've made our soup mixture separately with Orzo Pasta. So let me take you over and show you what we got.
You might need to turn your light on.
All right, let's see if I can do this. There we go. All right.
So this is the soup base again.
Yeah.
So you got the orzo in there.
Yeah.
Orzo's cooked.
And it's our soup mixture, if you're just joining us, actually is a chicken stock base.
Yep.
Right?
With carrots, celery, onion, and garlic.
Yeah.
Some oregano.
Yeah.
So these are meatballs here that we made from scratch. And
yeah.
Best way to do it, don't go buy those frozen things.
No. You do not want to buy the frozen meatballs. So we're just basically moving them over into the soup mixture.
So you were talking about our beef pork combo, and it's just to clarify, it's done at the butcher, so it's 60% ground beef, 40% ground pork is the, I guess we'll call it the recipe for that mixture.
Yeah, yeah. And
it's a little unique.
It is, but guys, it's great for meatloaf.
Oh yeah, even hamburgers.
Hamburgers, we love to make our hamburgers with it. Meatloaf is really good. Meatballs. I mean, not only these meatballs, but you know,
for spaghetti,
or even appetizer type of dishes. So yeah.
So then the last you mentioned about greens, we didn't really mention that yet.
Yeah.
So it's 5 ounces of spinach.
So that's about
it looks
3
like
cups.
a lot.
Yeah.
But it wilts down.
It does. So we'll put that in there, and we'll braise it, I guess is the best word for that. We'll kind of wilt it. We'll let it wilt down.
So it only takes a minute or so.
Yeah, it does not take long. Tracy Lee says it looks delicious. Tracy, am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Lay, right?
Lay, okay. Look at that, guys. So yummy.
You mentioned the weather. This is just like perfect for a night like this.
It
or
is.
A day.
Yeah.
We've had rain since about 10.
We have.
10 this
it's
morning.
been raining, and not just rain, but heavy rain.
Yeah.
Right.
And cows hate days like this, by the way.
Yeah.
They'd rather we had lows into the teens past couple days, but it was dry. They can handle that. But a cold day like this all day long.
Well, they can never get warm and never can get dry, right?
Yeah. So I think we're ready to dish this up.
Christina is watching, and she says it looks yummy.
Why, hello, lovely daughter.
I know.
We love you.
Yes, we do. We definitely do. Yeah. So Christina, just come on over. We got a bowl ready. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be very nice. All right. So you want to dish it up?
Yep.
All right. Let's see if there's anything. I have my notes. Let me see if there's anything else that the farmer wanted me to mention while we were on here. Jerry King, you are our trivia winner, so I will make sure that you get your product. I'll reach out to you so we can make that happen. So yeah, it's definitely soup weather, and Brian and I have decided that over the next several weeks, we're going to just do some soup recipes. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. This is the time of the year for that kind of thing, and it's just cozy foods.
If they have an idea, share it with us.
Yeah, so if you have a recipe of a soup that you would like to share with us, we would love to have it. We'll do it on What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms, and we'll give you creds for it, and we'll actually put you in our newsletter. And speaking of our newsletter, we would love for you, if you want to receive our newsletter, it comes out on a monthly basis around the first of the month. This months went out this past week. We include all of the recipes that we've done from the month before in our newsletter, with a couple of added ones that maybe we have done in the past, or ones that that we just think that you'll like. So if you would like to receive that in your inbox each month, go to our website, dudashfarms.com, and subscribe. Also want to let you know that there is a page on our website. It's called Product and Pricing. So it has all of our products listed there, all of the pricing, and if we are out of stock of something, you will be able to tell there. But if there's something that you want, if there's an order that you want to place, just reach out to us. If it's $75 or more, we will deliver it directly to your home. If you are in Jefferson County or any of the surrounding areas, we would love to do that for you, especially during this time when the farmers market has ended. So let's go over and see what this looks like all dished up, because Brian has it all ready for us. Let's see. Look at that. So see, like Jerry said, it's a marriage of ingredients. It's the marriage of the greens with the meat. And look at that. Look at those beautiful meatballs. You have your vegetables in there. And so Brian and I talked about this. This isn't a real heavy soup at all, but it is so filling, and you're getting all of your nutrients in there. It's just really, really good. Yeah.
So Christina likes to cook. I guess
she does. I guess she gets it honestly, huh?
Yeah. And she said she used orzo today with some Italian sausage.
Oh yeah.
So Christina, I'll look at this recipe you just texted me, and maybe we'll do that in next week or so. Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, that's it. That's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. We appreciate you as always. We appreciate your business. If you do have recipes that you would like to share with us, please do. We'll include it. And like I said, we've got over 60 of these little recipes that we've done. I think this is probably one of the first ones we've repeated.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 60 unique recipes that are on YouTube. So look up
that are simple and easy.
That are simple and easy and good, delicious. So get on YouTube, look at those, like and subscribe. So every time I add a new one onto YouTube, it will give you a notification that it's there. All right. So yeah, and Happy New Year. And I know what he's going to say.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. So you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Sunday night. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.